Mr. Monkey Back Road Ministry coming live and direct from the Kia Optima Studios. Check out my hair, man. My shit is so blow. I go get my haircut right now. I gotta go to the mouth butcher, aka the dentist. But self-care you need to practice, especially for your teeth. You don't want to be 50 wearing dentures. I'm not knocking my 50-year-old players who got dentures, but I'm not trying to go that route. I already got some fake in my mouth already, so I ain't trying to add to it. So let's talk about the news of the day. And one of my favorite topics and favorite characters in the game of the elite, pro-black, or as I like to call him, pro-black Kapernack, is back on the scene. Yes, indeed, pro-black Kapernack has returned with his afro intact. This man has the best afro in the business. And it's surprising to me, this man has not thrown a football since 2016 and is still getting paid. And who is the person signing the checks? Of course, the biggest slave master in the athletic community. That's right, Nike. Nike has more slaves than the dude who had Kunta Kinte on the plantation. Yes, the slave master is back in business, and they have one of their biggest additions, pro-black Kapernack. So, pro-black is once again talking about standing up, protesting the government, his stance, and football players should take a stance on the injustices of the world, like a lot of them do. With only pro-black. If you're not doing it pro-black style, then you're not doing anything. So once again, he's standing up for injustice as he gets a nice fat slave check from Nike, who doesn't care about anybody in the inner city or the hood, but seems to make a lot of money off the people in the inner city and the hood. And they use these pawns to do it. So pro-black Kapernack is another one of these pawns. He'll probably even have a gym shoe called pro-black. If you want to jump high, you need to get a piece of pro-black in the sky. Add a pro-black. The Kapernack gym shoe will probably come out the Kapernacks because we support freedom. They'll put some bullshit on it and sell it to dumbass people in the hood, and they'll eat it up and buy it. They'll buy more Kaepernick shirts, anything that make Nike money. So there's a big fuss about Nike signing Kaepernick, that, they're being anti-American. They say they're being American. They're standing up for the pro-black stance on the nation. But, really, really opening up this divide and conquer story even more. I go to games. I'm a ex-member of the military, so I really don't give a damn about any of that stuff. I stand, basically because I served in the country, and it's for those comrades that have fallen in the bullshit wars that this nation has thrown young men and women in, and for being a part of something that helped me out in the long run, helped me out and benefited me and taught me some structure. Outside of that, it was a difference of opinion in the military. Nobody agrees with anything. A lot of us, we didn't agree with the stuff we were hearing, and it was always that discussion. Politics are discussed in the military all the time. So, one of the biggest reasons I got out was when they were talking about the Iran stuff and going to war, and I just said, that's it. I don't do this type of work. And, I draw the lines at stuff that I'm going to do and things that I'm not going to do. And that's one thing that I wasn't going to do, get involved in a propaganda war. I'm not going to be a part of that again. So that was time for me to walk away from the military. But pro-black agenda, we call it a pro-black agenda, all geared toward this season of the NFL. Remember, the XFL comes out in 2020. Could we see Colin Kaepernick signed as the first big signing for the XFL? Would be Colin Kaepernick being signed to the XFL, because there's some big things going on. We don't know why Vince McMahon think this is going to work this time. It failed the last time miserably. So why all of a sudden does Vince have this idea that the XFL is going to work this time? And they spent a lot of money with this XFL idea, and for some reason he thinks this idea is going to work this time. I don't know what the reason is, but he believes it is. So there's something and some form of agenda behind this, trying this XFL idea again, and maybe pro-black Kaepernick is a part of that agenda. I don't know, opinionated as we say, You know, I'm still looking for him to be signed. Maybe it doesn't happen, but look at the XFL now as a possible destination for Colin Kaepernick. We have Johnny Manziel. A lot of possible destinations for a couple of quarterbacks as this XFL thing comes closer and closer to the fruition of 2020 when it's going to be up and running. So a lot of stuff to look out for with that. But don't buy into all this pro-black Kapernack agenda. I mean, that's just there to sell jerseys. This man sold all these jerseys. He was sitting on the bench. He did all that. He got sold all these jerseys. Got my man a job down there at USC. You know, that's the reason why he's down there at USC right there, the ex-coach of San Francisco, because of pro-black Kaepernack. You know, he played the game. Remember, he was supposed to be so racist. Next thing you know, he's the coach of USC, and he stands with pro-black. So this pro-black Kaepernack is just one of those divide and conquer agendas, you know, separate us any further, get us caught up in something as worthless as a piece of material. You know, America is more than the flag. Before we had the flag, we had America. America is much more than the flag. The flag is nothing but a symbol. That's all it is. It's not the country. It's not the people. It's not the attitudes. It's not the thing that makes us who we are. But we get so caught up in these very contrary battles that we forget that at times the elite uses anything it can and any person it can as a pawn to kind of pass their agenda. And that's all pro-black is doing. He's going to sell a bunch of people that don't have no money more shoes and take the Nike agenda. Nike got African Americans under lifetime contracts. Who the hell signs a lifetime contract with a company? That doesn't even make sense. So you never plan on having your own because you're under contract with this company for the rest of your life. And people don't think about things that way. You're a slave to this company for the rest of life. You can never have your own. You know how much money it costs to get out of a lifetime contract? Plus they put insurance on you. Nike has insurance on people that work for Nike. Something happens to you, they get paid. So, this is just another one of their agenda. The pro-black Kaepernack agenda. Football just about to start Sunday, and here we go with the pro-black Kaepernack agenda. So we'll see a lot of back and forth with people standing and kneeling and doing the national anthem crap. And I don't even watch the stuff on TV no more because it's so damn ridiculous. So damn ridiculous. You go to the game, it's like it doesn't even exist at the game live. So, it's just foolishness. Mr. Maki Back Row Ministry, don't fall for the Nike pro-black Kaepernack agenda. Peace.